Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Robert Kiviat's Objects Unknown. This is probably one of the biggest stories ever to hit the internet that has gotten very little play in regular media. It goes by the name The Skinny Bob Mystery. Pretty funny, Skinny Bob, like me, I guess. Anyway, what I'm dealing with here is a 4-episode news release, basically, starting on April 13th, 2011. It appears to show a video clip package from probably the 1940s, 50s, 60s. Apparently what you see is a UFO coming in over a city. And whoever has got the video camera out appears to be up in the air. What you then see is some kind of an actual event, crash, landing, I'm not quite sure. You see aliens, they're clearly aliens. They don't seem to be any kind of fake aliens right off the bat. So you want to, you get pulled into the story right away. There appears to be some kind of recovery of aliens, maybe even some kind of medical procedure being done. And then it's sort of left just like that. You don't know what to think. Then on May 1st, the big video is released. It is a close-up of the Skinny Bob creature. First of all, what we see, what appears to be, I don't know what to call it basically, it's like an interview with the alien. He's not really speaking, but he's definitely gesturing to whoever is in the room with him or her. Big cranial head, the eyes that classically have been associated with aliens. What's really interesting though is that we hear the sound of the projector playing in the background. So it appears that whoever released this video, and by the way, it was released by Ivan0135. No one really knows who Ivan0135 is. He only released, or she only released, or they only released 4 videos. This is the second one in the series. So May 1, this appears, and the alien clearly looks to be extremely realistic. You see the eyes blinking in a way that looks like it could well be real. I mean, if it's fake, whoever faked it went through the pain of basically aging footage or making footage look like it's really old, has a sound of an old projector in the background, and then apparently an alien with very, very natural things occurring. The way the skin kind of moves and appears around the eyes when the blinking is occurring. Some people on the internet have pointed out it looks very realistic. Other people pointed out it could be fake. Let me tell you something. If this is fake, it's an extremely, extremely good job. And I compare that to a video that I'll mention in a minute. But I got to tell you, it's an extremely, extremely believable scene. You see the alien from a profile shot, and then you see the alien some sort of like a mugshot or some kind of way the military might, document the alien, the way it looks full frontal, looking at the alien straight up or straight on. So then on May 8th, whoever Ivan0135 is, he puts out or she puts out or they put out some kind of a message to the internet saying, hey, look, you might be critiquing us, basically, paraphrasing, but you'll never figure this out. Basically, we are, in control of the material is the implication. There is no TV show, film, any kind of, entertainment product associated with this. You could really connect to it and really puts the word out there in more ways. You guys are being more skeptical than you need to be. This is a real disclosure. This is disclosure. So that's the implication of the 3 sequences that we've seen so far, April 13, May 1, and May 8. And then on May 17th, 2011, there appears to be this incredible family vacation video that's released. Now, the story is that the military was involved in some kind of treaty negotiations, some kind of interaction with these alien beings. But apparently in 1961, and apparently these videos go from, or these films go from 1942 to 1961, whatever that means. But this event on this particular last 4th tape appears to be what they're calling a family vacation. And the family vacation involves apparently a secret video that was filmed by military officers who weren't really allowed to be filming these aliens. Apparently they had secretly had a camera brought to the scene. against the treaty, against the treaty's mandates, and basically they film these aliens moving around. Now look, they call it a family vacation. Maybe that's a bit of a joke. I don't know. But it's very interesting how it kind of ends on this event where the military apparently broke the rules and they had to revise the treaty according to Ivan 0135. Apparently that there was some sort of a breaking of the treaty, and maybe that ended the interactions for all we know. Now look, when you compare all the videos together and you put it to, one big package, it's a very interesting release. Ivan 0135 only released these 4 videos. No other videos, no other content, no other messages anywhere that I could find. Now look, people have been critiquing this for years. It's one of the most interesting 4-package video sequences of an alien visitation maybe ever. So I leave it to you guys. Let's focus on this. Now the alien eyes, the main creature that they're calling Skinny Bob, they're saying the being came from the Zeta Reticuli system. Well, that's where allegedly the Greys come from. These big-headed, big-eyed aliens we've all kind of come to know through the media and through news and through essentially movies. What's interesting is when you look at the way the skin is by the eyes, it looks very believable. But I must say there are examples where there have been some fake aliens presented to the public. Most recently for me, I did a show called Aliens on the Moon, The Truth Exposed for NBC Universal and Sci-Fi Channel back in 2014. And that show, we included it in the show, a sequence of films that allegedly show an alien being on the moon. Now look, there are some similarities here in the sense that somebody tried to put a package of footage together showing maybe a real alien on film. Look, I'll be honest with you. Skinny Bob is a lot more believable. This clearly looks like it could be a real piece of sequence film. Now, if animation was done or some kind of weird thing was done, maybe it was done by the same kind of people that did the Aliens on the Moon Alien. But again, this is moving footage. It looks older. Some people on the internet have said, well, maybe it looks like bad animation. Well, I'd like to see someone show me bad animation that looks as good as this. It's really an intriguing film. I think you have to decide for yourself. As I've said in some of my TV shows, it's very difficult to say that anyone found any evidence that these are fake. But I must say, it seems to be released for public consumption. That's what the messages are. When you read some of the copy within the video, you realize that Ivan 0135 is trying to encourage us to consider this as some sort of disclosure. I'm not quite sure, but I must say it's intriguing. I'm going to have to say it could very well be real, but some of the naysayers are saying, how could it be real? Come on, if it's real, we'd know about it by now. The government would have announced it. And when you get back to the actual sequences, there are some weird aspects, but the shadows look very believable. Even the old film of the ship in the sky. Whoever created the ship in the sky, that looks a little bit like what you see on the moon footage I was referring to. By the way, the moon footage I aired on Aliens on the Moon, The Truth Exposed, is from an event called the Apollo 20 event. There was no Apollo 20 event. But you see, the difference here is that this is moving footage, and the alien is extremely believable, and the eyes really need to be looked at, the blinking and all of that. So look, I leave it to you. I want to make sure you realize here on this show we're going to be getting back to cases like this, updating it when we know more. But as of right now, I'd have to say it's a major mystery. I'd love to know what you guys think. So do me a favor, comment, tell me what you think, subscribe, tell everyone you know about my new show here on Bill's Channel. Take care.